Alright, hey, what's up? I'm 3D. This is Tales from the driver's seat. You might notice weird patterns on my face. I swear I'm not doing a Gochi video. Came to the gym. It was kind of late when I got here. Did mostly cardio. But, hold on, let me turn the fan down a little bit. Anyway, I did mostly cardio, but I threw in some legs. Gonna finish that tomorrow. It's just a killer set, man. And there's just like, no way. Car parked at the end of the lot. That's interesting. So I came out knowing that there was rain, not immediately pending, but, you know, kind of in the general geographical region. Walked outside. Well, actually, walked up to the door to leave the gym. And it's piss pouring buckets of rain. So I quickly came to realize that I spent way more time inside of the gym than I believed that I did. Well, I guess maybe 2 hours. Maybe the weather system that came through was just kind of booking it, you know? So, whoa. Windows fogging up. Let's recalibrate the interior climate of the car. I'll relax. I'm doing 2 miles an hour pulling up to the red light. Give me a break. I swear that's the car, not me. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it was making a very hilarious groaning noise. You know, kind of like me after, you know, a meal, because I'm human and I produce intestinal gas. You might have heard my shoe squeak from the moisture. Also, speaking of, learned a random fact earlier this week. Anytime you smell something, actual particles from the thing are inside your nose. Like up inside of your olfactory bulb. I didn't mean to Rick and Morty on you there. You're a real piece of shit, Rick. I love that show, dude. Okay, yeah, I'm in the fandom, right? And I know there's toxic bits. You look like a motherfucker is tying a body to the top of his car, but it wasn't. It was not a body. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, just next time you smell like roadkill or a fart, realize that there's like little roadkill particles and intestinal gas up inside your nose holes. Right up in your olfactory bulb, which is right next to your memories. I'm literally farting on your memories. Anyway, I don't know if I covered this story in a previous video, but the Szechuan sauce is a thing. Like, I didn't think that it was gonna be such a thing, but it turned out to be a thing. So I may have covered it kind of in tandem with the McVegan story. I'll brush on that, like, briefly. So, in case you're not aware, McDonald's decided, in the spirit of Rick and Morty, to bring back for one day only the Szechuan sauce that was promotional dipping sauce that came out for a brief time in 1998 to help promote the movie Mulan, which came out that year. So Mulan plus McDonald's equals Szechuan dipping sauce. From what I understand, it was not that impressive. 98, I would have been 18 years old, not getting around on my own very much, and if I was going to McDonald's, it was on like band trips or something. And if I'm going to McDonald's, I'm buying a hamburger, a Big Mac, something like big and filling, because, you know, that's what I want. I don't want to be like hungry later. So that's kind of how I operated as a teenager. McNuggets and dipping sauces were just not on my menu, just literally. So I probably didn't try it. And now as a vegan, I'm definitely not trying it because I don't have anything to dip in it. However, I understand that there is like virtually zero distinction between the McDonald's Szechuan dipping sauce and grocery store shelf Szechuan dipping sauce. Basically, you can get the exact same thing at your local grocery store. It doesn't even have to be like, you know, McFancy. It's just like a grocery store, which is the first jacked up thing, right? It's not remotely distinct from something you can buy that already exists. Second, Dan Harmon, Justin Roiland, I think I got their names correct, the creators of Rick and Morty, had nothing to do with this event. This was all McDonald's taking advantage of this particular fandom because they know that the Rick and Morty fandom, at least some of us, are going to run out and do crazy things to try it. They really screwed it up too. They only sent the sauce to certain stores, and in some instances, in some cases, only sent between 20 and 60 packets. There were literally people charging like $80 a nugget to dip the sauce, or to dip their nugget in the dipping sauce. And it literally had nothing to do with Rick and Morty. They tweeted after they learned of the aftermath of the event, saying, "We had nothing to do with this. Please do not get pissy with the McDonald's employees. They had nothing to do with it. We had nothing to do with it. Don't be an ass." People, if they read that tweet, did not take it to heart, but there were reports of people like screaming and berating the McDonald's workers. Video of a guy literally standing on the counter, being an ass. And that's something that the Rick and Morty creators distinctly do not approve of. And it's something that I don't approve of. But it's like, if you reacted this way to the McFiasco, they're mounting now. If you reacted this way, you missed the point of Rick and Morty entirely. You have zero cognitive skill in deciphering the meaning of Rick and Morty. Zero. You're a piece of garbage. In general, and this is just my one person's opinion. If you're yelling at a minimum wage employee for something that they can't control, you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry, but you are. And no, sorry, not sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. There's a small gnat or something, is what I'm tracking with my eyes, if you're wondering what I'm watching. But, it's also raining. There's nobody out. So peaceful under these circumstances. So grown up. But anyway, if you do that, you're just a piece of garbage, and you should die in a die fire. Blech. Stop and go. I almost, some guy was crossing the street legally. Oh, you can actually see him on the tape. I smacked my keys. Oh, getting cheeky. Doing figure eights in front of my face. See how cheeky you were when I set off a bug bomb inside the car. Literally done that before. While I was away at the Army, my car sat in a field with the windows down for some reason, because the guy that had stewardship of my car was just not very nice to it. He left the windows down and stuck it in a field. I'm just turning around. Drove past the house. And then I had ants inside the car. And they set up a little base of operations. So I had to bomb the inside of my car to get them out. There was also a mouse. A mouse jumped out of the car, too. So I'm glad I was only away for a short period of time. Then again, with that being said, I actually bought a new car when I got there. No, I guess I bought the new car in Tulsa and drove it up to Washington. But when I got there, so I was like, yeah, I'll retire the Oldsmobile, literally. But anyway, got a little bit off topic. So, don't be a dick. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for tuning in for this episode of Tales from the Driver's Seat, and I will see you tomorrow.